Hello and welcome again to the Bench Report, where we discuss recent debates and briefings from the benches of the UK Parliament. A new topic every episode. You're listening to Amy and Ivan.
Today we're looking into that parliamentary debate on e-petition 715292. This petition really focused on statutory maternity and paternity pay, SMP and SPP.
Right, and the core demand was pretty stark, wasn't it? Increase the pay significantly.
To match the national living wage, yes. That was the central argument, because the current situation is, well, quite concerning.
The figures are hard to ignore. After those first 6 weeks, the statutory pay drops to, around £4.99 an hour?
That's right, which is, I think, 55% below the national living wage of £12.21. It's a huge gap.
How are families expected to manage on that? It seems almost impossible.
Well, the debate highlighted that many simply can't. We heard some really difficult stories. Parents forced back to work extremely early, sometimes just 11 weeks after birth.
Not because they want to, but out of sheer financial necessity.
Exactly. There was one quite harrowing account mentioned a mother whose C-section wound actually ruptured.
Goodness.
Yes, because her partner had to return to work so quickly, leaving her without enough support during that crucial recovery period.
That goes way beyond just finances, doesn't it? That's a health issue, a well-being issue. And there's a longer-term inequality baked in, too.
Absolutely. The materials pointed to research showing mothers potentially losing up to £65,000 in earnings over the 5 years after their first child is born. It really embeds that gender pay gap.
And the system itself seems mismatched with family needs. Paternity leave, for instance, just 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yes. And MPs pointed out, around 40% of births involve C-sections.
Yeah.
Recovery typically takes up to 6 weeks. 2 weeks of partner support is often just not enough.
Plus, the low pay makes even existing options difficult. Shared parental leave.
It's just not working as intended. The figure suggests only about 5% of eligible fathers actually take it up.
Why so low?
Primarily the pay. It's set at that same low statutory rate, making it unaffordable for many families to have the father take extended leave.
And some people are missed entirely. I remember reading about the self-employed.
That's a major gap. Self-employed fathers get no statutory paternity pay at all. And self-employed adopters face similar issues.
Also, what about families with, say, twins?
They get the same amount of statutory pay as a family with one baby, despite obviously having significantly higher costs from day one.
So the argument being made in Parliament wasn't just about fairness to parents, but something bigger.
Yes, it was framed as an investment. The first 1,001 days of a child's life are absolutely critical for brain development, for secure attachment.
And forcing parents back to work early due to low pay potentially compromises that.
That's the concern, that parents have to choose between financial survival and being present during that vital developmental window. It connects to the idea of investing in the nation's future human capital.
Was there any economic modeling discussed?
There was. Research from the University of Bath was mentioned. They modeled extending paternity leave specifically to 6 weeks at a meaningful pay rate.
And the findings?
It suggested a net economic gain, improved well-being for both parents, helped women stay connected to the workforce. Essentially, it paid for itself and then some from a societal perspective.
Interesting. So what's the government's position currently? Are they taking this on board?
Well, they've acknowledged the issues and confirmed they're doing a full review of parental leave and pay. It seems quite comprehensive, covering 8 areas.
Which areas are those?
Things like adoption leave, bereavement leave, pay for neonatal care, and also the maternity allowance system, so quite broad.
But they also raised the cost issue, presumably.
Oh, definitely. They were clear that matching the national living wage would mean a very substantial increase, about 144% to the current budget. That cost has to be weighed against other pressures on public spending and the impact on businesses.
So it really boils down to this view. Is parental pay just an employment cost, or is it a strategic investment?
That seemed to be the core tension in the debate, viewing it not just as a benefit, but as something fundamental to the country's future well-being and even birth rate.
It certainly leaves you thinking. If the economic models suggest investing more now yields benefits later, what's the real cost of not making that investment? Are we just pushing problems down the road?
As always, find us on social media at Bench Report UK. Get in touch with any topic important to you.
Remember, politics is everyone's business.
Take care.
Hello there, this is Tom, the producer of The Bench Report. Listener suggestions are vital to my mission of making politics more accessible and accountable. So, If you have an issue that's really important to you, personally or professionally, and want to know what those in power are doing about it, please get in touch via email or via our socials at Bench Report UK. I'll grab another coffee and start scanning those parliamentary archives.